Cooking with Papa J. Today we're going to make what's called a masticcioli salad, a noodle salad. I call it a rotini salad. Basically, it's a noodle salad with some fresh veggies and a dressing that goes inside of that. So what we're going to need today is we are going to need to boil 1 pound of rotini noodles. I've already got some boiling water going here. We're going to want to boil these for about 10 minutes. On a rapid boil, make sure to keep an eye on them. Alright, and what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and peel, slice, and de-seed a cucumber. Then we're going to go ahead and peel and chop a onion. Go ahead and de-seed, wash, and chop up a green pepper. We will then, in about the same size pieces, because we want all of our fresh veggies to be same sizes with the cucumber as well. Then we're going to go ahead and add some oil, vinegar, and sugar for our dressing. And then we're going to put some pimentos in, a little Dijon mustard, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and sugar if I hadn't said that already. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all prepared for you while that's going ahead and boiling, and I'll come right back at you. Or we'll be back. Alright guys, now I thought I'd take a minute to explain what I mean by peel and de-seed. So I went ahead and peeled the outside of the cucumber, and there's a line of seeds. I cut them into quarters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my knife, run it kind of sideways down just below where the seeds are, and I'm going to de-seed the cucumber. Alright, that's the seeds there, and then this is what's left. Just a little piece of cucumber. Now I always save these because my daughter Taylor absolutely loves to come in. Those are her little snacks while I'm cooking. So I'll go ahead and get this all finished up. We've got about 5 more minutes on the noodles. We'll be back in just a bit. Alright, just as I'm finishing up the onions here, or the onion, I should say, the timer has gone off for the noodles. So what we're going to want to do is go ahead and get them immediately into a colander and go ahead and turn off the heat there. Give them a quick stir. Alright, and we want to stop the cooking process as fast as we can, because we don't really want them al dente, or al dente, whatever the Italians call it. But we do want to stop the cooking process to become mush within the noodle salad. So what I usually do is just turn on some cold water, give them a shake underneath there, and then I'll just take my little spray nozzle here, make sure it's running cold, and then just kind of give them a little spray down, because we just want to stop that cooking process. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll get these cooled down, and then we'll get started on the dressing. I'll bring you right back. Alright, and we're back. Turn that off so you can hear me just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get started with our dressing. Now what we're going to need is we're going to need 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of apple cider vinegar, distilled white vinegar for food use is just fine. My wife prefers the apple cider vinegar, so I can do that. So I always usually start with my dry ingredients if I'm going to be using the same measuring cup. So what I'll do is I'll do 3 cups in here of sugar first, then we'll go ahead and get to the vinegar, and then we'll go ahead and do a ½ cup of oil. Now this is the dressing. The original recipe actually calls for half of this amount, but I like a lot of the dressing. I like the noodles to just be soaked in there, and this recipe is very good the next day. The next day, when it sits in the fridge overnight, all the flavors get a chance to marinate and everything to get in with the juices, the onions and everything else like that. It just turns out fantastic. Alright, so now we'll do 3 cups of the apple cider vinegar. of the oil. Okay, now this is the dressing part. Now we're going to go ahead and do some seasonings. We're going to do, let me see here, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. Okay, 1 tablespoon. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons. I like to use Italian seasoning. You can use parsley flakes, anything like that. I just like the Italian seasoning. Works great for me. 2 tablespoons of that. Come on, get in there. There you go. All right, now we've done our dry with the tablespoon, so let's go ahead and get the wet. And it calls for regular prepared mustard, but I prefer the Dijon mustard, so it's up to you on whatever one you like to use. But we're going to do, is it 2? 2 tablespoons. Yes, of mustard. So I just do 1 heaping because some sticks in there. And then another one. Should be good to go. All right. So what else we got? We got salt and pepper, 1 teaspoon each one of those. So we'll get out our teaspoon here. Okay, 1 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to go ahead and get this all whisked together to try and get that sugar in there to dissolve just a little bit and kind of intermix with all of the other ingredients. So I'll grab that and we'll get started on this. Like I said, just give it a quick mix just to get everything kind of integrated into everything and get that sugar dissolved just a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and add our fresh veggies. And then we'll go ahead and add in 1 small jar of pimentos. If you prefer pimentos or you like them a little bit better, go ahead and get a large jar. It's entirely up to you. So this is basically what our dressing is looking like. Just a normal sugary, sweet, but vinegary dressing. So we're going to go ahead and do our onion. Our cucumber, like I said, I kind of chopped these all up about the same size. And then our green pepper. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and get this all mixed together while trying to get our pimentos in here. All right. And we'll just give that a mix. And that's it as far as the dressing and the veggies go. And then we'll go ahead and put in our noodles. We've just got it kind of mixed up there. Our noodles are nice and cooled and drained. And we'll just go ahead and throw those right on in there. And that is basically your noodle salad, rotini salad, mostaccioli salad, whatever noodles that you put in here is usually what you name it. So I named mine rotini salad. And it turns out very well, good for cookouts, good side. If somebody doesn't like coleslaw, it's another good side right there for that. I'll bring you over here just a little bit closer so you can see it. And that's what it looks like. It's got lots of veggies in there, lots of different colors. If you don't, my wife sometimes doesn't like as much of the Italian seasoning just because of the look of it. It looks like it's got a lot of it in there, but it actually doesn't. It actually flavors it very well. So, I hope you guys liked the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, we'll see you next time.